Kono bangumi wa goran no sponsor no teikyo de okuri shimasu. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Dororo episode 20. Last time on Dororo, we took a bit of a break from the main ongoing story. At least I think so, unless this little weird town comes into play later. I don't think it will. Kind of a filler episode, and apparently there was some interesting stuff there. That this was an episode from the earlier anime, but not in the manga. I think I might have gotten that wrong. Not sure. In any case, it was pretty fun. There were some goofy animation bits, some stuff that didn't quite land for me particularly, and but all in all, it was kind of a fun little mystery with the beastie that made all of the people in the town lie, and sort of infected Dororo and Hyakimaru as well until they figured out that the masks would protect them, and everything turned out okay. So now Hyaki's got some reforged swords ready to go, and I assume we're going to get back on the trail and head wherever we're going. I'm curious to find out where that's going to be, so let's dive into it without much further ado and see where this show takes us. I've got episode 20 up and ready. It's at 0 seconds. There will be multiple versions of this reaction video as usual. You can find picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the description down there. Timer-based version on YouTube is what you're watching right now. It'll have discussion at the end and a beep-beep timer at the beginning. And that beep-beep timer will go right here. Vroom vroom. I need more tea. Locusts eating all the crops, eh? People starving? Shit. Wow, that horse, looks good. Seven Plagues of Egypt style. Ooh, yep. Seems likely. Oh, and they're just they're both okay. I thought we lost the younger one, or the smaller one. I don't think he has any. Oh, he does. Okay, I didn't expect that. I thought it would be like the masses over the individual. I wonder what that tattoo is. Hmm. All right, Tahoe. Well, we've covered both of those, so it's just Tahoe left. Okay. So we're on the lookout for some chimera-type beasts. This is very pretty. What are those? Mmm. Way ahead of you. Aww. Mm. In a way, you're his eyes. Uh, those are some hefty scars, dude. Another demon hunter? For you. Okay. That would do it. Oh boy. That is. It's a hell of a demon. Mild distrust. How do you know? Seems pretty apathetic for someone driven by revenge. Hello, beastie. Wow, that's one way to interpret a new A. Pretty horrifying snake tail, not the usual thin. Off he goes. Is that a second one? Or just the tail? Well. Okay. Why? Okay. Ah, okay. So you're just a monster too. Yeah. That's some Dark Souls DLC stuff right there. Stranger than usual? Is that the big boy in the back? Okay. Okay. He looks older. As though this whole thing has aged him a little bit. Trapped. Oh shit. Uh uh-oh. Slow drowning. Yeah, don't just yank on the arm. You gotta move some of that rubble. Is this gonna be like however many hours that film is, where the spoon? Yeah, there's the idea. Maybe the little rock down there. No? Okay. Maybe they have to use the demon's strength? Okay. Yeah, how did he become like this? Saburota. Aspiring samurai. Not anymore. You do you, man. Oh, that is getting close. Holy shit. Yeah, but he needs you too. I admire your optimism, Dororo. Oh, it just got a lot worse. Shatter. Ow. Biwa! Out of fucking nowhere. And his sword broke. Okay. Why did he think of that line? Vengeance. Hi. Now you fucked up. More than you know, man. Slash. Yeah. Scars just like him across the chest. Oh. I think when he said demon, he meant you. Wow, okay, he cut the arm off. So he gained some kind of validation out of other people's cowardice? Imagining himself better? Ow. Uh. Oh my. This is new. Wow, he chopped that thing up. Give it back? Edging closer to being a monster himself. Doesn't have it. Okay. Ha ha. I don't know, man. I wonder how important that broken blade is going to be. Nue. Okay. Pretty interesting episode. And Hyaki gains nothing back. So, in this second half of Dororo, we're focusing a lot on humans who make deals, spoken or unspoken, with demons. Mothra lover, Sharky boy, now this guy have all made some kind of a pact with a demon. But I guess Sharky boy, they weren't really demons before. Actually, we don't know that. I remember some people were commenting that maybe they had started to become demonic when he was feeding them human body parts, or just humans. This one's a bit different. I'm not quite sure how. I mean, Mothra guy, he was doing it to protect his town, to some extent. Sharky boy was just kind of off. This one, it's like to cover up an internal weakness or to validate it. I think the way that I see his turn to leading people to the demon to kill them is related to everyone calling him a coward. And then when he sees their own fear as they try to fight the thing and end up absolutely destroyed, he thinks to himself, it's okay, everyone else is like me too. In the face of something like this, everyone is afraid. And so that justifies his lack of strength, his cowardice. And it's twisted and warped, but it makes sense from a twisted, warped perspective. It's also a bit of a mirror to Hyakimaru, because this guy ends up not just consumed by a demon, but becoming part of it, incorporated into one. So bridging the gap, crossing the line, in the same way that they've tried to build up that Hyakimaru is constantly on the precipice. He's wavering between human and demon. And we see for the second time that we've really focused on that idea of like Hyaki going to the dark side, letting his rage flow through him. It starts in a place that's justifiable, a desire to protect or a fury at having something taken from him. The first one was Mio, and then now it was the situation that caused Dororo to almost be lost. And it's in that moment that Hyaki becomes enraged and walks back over toward the Nue to fight and kill. It's as though it's trying to say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Cliche, but fair enough. And then that in turn shines a bit of a light on the decisions made by Daigo and Taho, because they have also made deals with demons or become more demonic in and of themselves, starting in a place of wanting to do good, of wanting to protect the land. I think that scene at the beginning of this episode where Taho gives a little piece of rice to this child and tells I assume the father tells him, "This land is my responsibility. I will not desert you. I will never forsake you." And he just starts weeping. It's the same kind of desire to protect, but if it's twisted by the supernatural or twisted by anything, that can become a horrible, horrible thing. I really like the scene where I forget his name. Saburota? I think so. Where he sees Dororo hop up like this and do this spinning slash and take off part of its head, and then he sees himself making that move, imagining how things could have been if he had been like Dororo or like Hyakimaru. It's the exact same piece of animation, right? I mean, I bet it's traced one over the other. Just the only difference are the minor bits of his character design. And he says it, "I wanted to be like you." That's pretty horrifying. And all of it is for naught. This demon doesn't have a part of Hyaki's body. Although we do see a shattered statue in the Hall of Hell when Taho goes and visits, which seems to line up with the timing when Hyaki kills that thing. But there's something weird going on as the glow moves up and then seems to be taken in by this beastie in the back. Also, shoutouts to the color design in this episode. Starting with these beautiful fall colors and the mountains turning red, and then moving into a more horror-esque, deep red sunset tone. And how the entire world in these flashbacks from Saburota's perspective becomes completely red. Very cool. We see this core of darkness in I keep calling him Doro, in Hyaki's heart, much more than we've seen before. Interesting. Interesting episode. Cool fight. Cool one-shot villain who acts as a little bit of a small-time foil to Hyakimaru and therefore sheds a bit of light on his own struggle. Pretty cool. Fun one. Alright, that's it for me. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Dororo episode 20. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. If you got any thoughts that I haven't covered or anything like that, throw them in the comments. I'll read them. That would be cool. And hope to catch you next week in the next one. We'll see where this goes. Peace.